Okay, we're going to go through these guided practice problems. So it says use the distributed property to evaluate or rewrite each expression. In cases where you have only numbers, I'm okay if you want a shortcut and solve inside the parentheses first. 8 plus 11, right? That would be 19. And then you multiply 19 times negative 3 on a calculator, so it would be 19 times 3. Which 19 times 3 is 57, and since there's one negative, it's negative 57 if you want a shortcut. But with these, you have to use the distributed property. Since you have variables, you can't do any shortcut. So the distributed property says that you multiply the outside number by the first term and by the second term. So it's negative 5 times 2x is the first, plus, right, you leave the plus, negative 5 times 4y. Remember when you're multiplying numbers and variables, you multiply the numbers and you multiply the variables within the set of parentheses. So negative 5 times 2 is negative 10, and you leave x because it's not multiplied by anything. And then plus, negative 5 times 4 is negative 20, and you leave y. And then that is the simplified answer. Last but not least, we're going to use the distributive property for this one. So distribute it to both. 1/5 times g minus 1/5 times 10. And I'll put it over 1 so you can see why it simplifies. Well, 1/5 times g is actually just g over 5. It would be 1g over 5, right? 1 times g over 5, which is just g over 5, minus 1 times 10 over 5 times 1. It's 10 over 5, which is just 2, simplified. So it would end up being g over 5 minus 2. Let's read the example here, number 4. A housefly can fly 6.4 feet per second. At this rate, how far can it fly in 25 seconds? So if it's 6.4 feet per 1 second, okay, second, how far would it be times 25? So you can just do 6.4 times 25 and you get your answer, right? And I'll let you do that on your own.